Most people consider being born in Gen Z from like 1995 to 2012, but I'm gonna narrow it from like the 2000s to the 2010s. I wish I could go back just so I could appreciate it one more time. Like, just picture it. You wake up in the morning, you get a bowl of cereal, you're looking at the TV and you see a Reese's Puff commercial, and then followed by the commercial with SpongeBob. I need to take 1 second out. SpongeBob was peak. It hurts me to know that the kids growing up now will not be able to experience SpongeBob. Like, he's ingrained into our culture. Like, the amount of SpongeBob memes I see is like actually crazy. Another thing that was at its height was Nintendo. Every person in their house had a Wii. If you're spending the night at your friend's house, you are bringing a Wii controller because you two are about to run it up on Wii Sports. It still blows my mind to this day how universally every person who owned a Wii also had Wii Sports. The moment that Wii Sports music hit, you knew it was on. And if you really wanted to flex, you would have Wii Sports Resorts. And do you remember how hard it was to beat Matt? Who made bro so strong? Every time I went on Wii Boxing, I swear I had hands. I felt like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I would get into it. I'd be swinging, weaving with my 2 controller sticks in my hand, and then I accidentally let go of the controller and the Wii remote goes through the TV. That's a true story, by the way. I broke a TV by throwing a Wii remote at it at Wii Sports. But not only did Nintendo have the Wii, we saw the launch of the Nintendo DS. I'm just gonna get straight into the specifics. The 3DS. Oh my goodness, bro. It was immaculate.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Back then, you didn't need a whole gaming setup. The DS gave you your 2 monitors right there. And just like the Wii, there's a game that everyone had. Everyone on the DS had Mario Kart. And it would get competitive, bro. I had Fast and the Furious in the palm of my hand. From the time I played Mario Kart, I knew I was going to be a demon on the road. But low-key, the one thing that annoyed me, you're like miles ahead of everybody. And some motherfucker decides to blue shell you. Why? Disrupting my whole flow. For what? But moving on from Nintendo, we saw the rise of technology. It was like the awkward transition when it was cool to have a phone that was just, you know, not a flip phone. It was always like, bro, you got a touchscreen phone? Nah, bro, I got the iPhone 4. Oh, you are simply that guy. You're Himothy. You are not wearing a case on your phone because you need everyone to know that you have an iPhone 4. And don't even think about texting me with those green text messages. This is where the war between Android and iPhones first began. And if I have any Android users watching this video, I'm so sorry.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
But of course, with the iPhone, we had a bunch of brand new games. Subway Surfers in its prime, Temple Run, Angry Birds, Jetpack Joyride. Turns out a lot of people slept on Jetpack Joyride, but that shit was fun. And even though I know how cool an iPhone was, I actually never even had an iPhone. I had the iPod Touch. When I was 10, my parents were like, no, you can't get a phone, so I'll just give you a phone that doesn't call. That was pretty much what the iPod Touch was. But on that, I would play all those App Store games like I said. I even remember when Flappy Bird got banned. That was a sad day, really. And if I really think about it, and honestly, I think I just used that iPod more for watching YouTube. And YouTube back then was so different than it is now. The best content creator was PewDiePie without a debate. And that's when Mr. Beast was like underground, bro. I remember being like 14 and people were trying to gatekeep Mr. Beast. Like, oh, bro, I watched bro come up. None of this clickbaiting. Content was so pure. And you didn't really have to do as much editing and stuff. You can literally just get on, have a good time, make a good YouTube video, and people would watch. And even though YouTube was so much simple and it was so great, one thing took over more than anything. Minecraft. Minecraft was it. Minecraft was peak. Minecraft was life. And I know the game's still out and it's still super popular, but it does not hit the same. Like, I look and what are these new mobs that they're adding? I'm not playing that trash anymore. Can you just remember being on a multiplayer server with all your friends and then that Minecraft tune hits your ears? Oh my god. The person who made the Minecraft soundtrack was cooking. Minecraft was a universal game that everybody gravitated to. None of this Roblox stuff. When I grew up, if you had Roblox, you were getting inflamed.
Crusted testicle, my boy. You look like a double dip chocolate chip clip slip charcoal slip.
Cause it's just a poor man's Minecraft. I remember it was computer time in the lab at school, and this guy opened Roblox, and then we just look at him like, is this nigga serious? Damn, his ass can't even afford Minecraft. What is his knockoff shit? Roblox, no go. Roblox did not become cool until 2016. Before that, just forget about it. And yeah, then Roblox was like an online game, and all the online games then were fire, like cool math games. I don't know how school teachers let this slide. They labeled the website cool math games, and the only number on my screen was the high score because I was running it up. School in this time was just such in a different place. Like I said, it was before technology actually like took over. So we all saw that like transition of new stuff being added. Like when I was in kindergarten, electric toothbrush wasn't even invented yet. Like I'm really gonna tell my kids like I didn't have an electric toothbrush growing up. Middle school, elementary school was honestly like the biggest mosh pit of all of this, because you're talking to your friends at the lunch table, trying to trade blades, or showing off your drip of silly bands. When I got a new pack of silly bands, it's like I just came out of icebox because I was busted down. Why did we think that was Riz? We really thought that having rainbow bands on your wrist would pull some girls, especially the ones at the book fair. I used to go in the book fair scavenging for books I wouldn't even read, bruh. Unless it's one of those new Dire Wimpy Kid books. They were like religious to own as collectibles. I maybe read like 50% of them. You guys are gonna have to tell me in the comments what y'all can relate to, because maybe I just lived a crazy childhood. The book fairs always came stacked with Guinness World Record books, Witcher Peak, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and those little finger pointers for some reason. Like, who is buying this? And those pencil erasers, bro? Like, what? But it was so cool though. I can't hate on book fairs. Like, we were really living our own miniature lives. Like, our version of a nightclub was Chuck E. Cheese. You and your family having the Chuck E. Cheese birthday party is like a night out drinking at a bar. But low-key, I don't really fuck with Chuck E. like that. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's may have changed like Chuck E. Cheese and how people view it forever, but low-key, even when I was small, I did not mess with bro. Like, they're telling me that's just a person in a costume, but like, how do you know? Have you looked inside? I'm not saying I was one of those kids that would like scream and run away from Chucky, but like, just keep your distance. If he put up on me now, it's on site. Chucky and his whole goon squad, bro, I know they were doing some mischievous things to that pizza. Check the sauce. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Comment down some more stuff that just takes you back to that childhood nostalgia, and join my Discord.